Governor Greg Abbott said he wants to give voters a choice to eliminate school property taxes for homeowners. It's part of his 5-part plan to overhaul property taxes in the state as he runs for a record 4th term. He went to Tyler, Texas this week to lay out his plan. However, he has yet to answer clearly how the state pays for all of this. Capitol correspondent Dylan McKim reports.
The governor was in Tyler on Wednesday, not signing legislation, but a campaign promise to cut your property taxes.
And I'm putting my name on it. Let's fight!
The 5-point plan highlighted by giving voters the chance to approve a constitutional amendment that would eliminate school property taxes for homeowners.
That property tax should be reduced to 0.
But how would the state cover the cost of schools without this tax? The governor does not have a clear answer just yet.
That should be up to the voters or up to a meeting or discussion among legislators.
Here in Austin, lawmakers have had those conversations on how to eliminate property taxes. And it turns out it's a hard question to answer. The Senate Finance Committee investigated how much it would cost to get rid of all property taxes for Texans, roughly $81 billion. For school district taxes alone, it's $39.5 billion.
This is not something that you can find $81 billion on a per year basis and not have a major impact in the remaining sales tax.
One idea raised in the hearing was raising the sales tax. But Chandra Villanueva, the director of budget and policy at Every Texan, said the level it would need to raise to would harm business.
It would be the highest and most regressive tax in the nation. I can't imagine the business community would get behind a 25% sales tax.
At the event in Tyler, Abbott had a message to lawmakers. If he gets elected, this is getting done.
I am going to make this my primary point. I'm going to make across the state, and we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Dylan McKim, State of Texas.
Other parts of Abbott's plan include lowering the yearly appraisal cap from 10% to 3%, requiring 2/3 of voter approval to raise tax rates and allow voters to call for an election to roll back tax rates. New artificial industry business in Texas is growing. The AI research company Anthropic is putting $50 billion into infrastructure. That includes data centers in Texas and New York. The company expects by next year to create 800 permanent jobs and 2,000 construction jobs on these first locations. Meanwhile, Chevron announced it's building its first power plant for AI in the Permian Basin. According to the Houston Chronicle, the company hopes to have the plant online by 2027. An exact location was not revealed, but the company said this is a trend of power centers being built away from major cities and closer to fuel surfaces. This comes as the tech industry's spending on AI infrastructure raised concerns about a potential investment bubble. NVIDIA, which makes chips used in many data centers across the country, is scheduled to give its earnings report Wednesday. Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle. We'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics.